This is a stock analysis update for Rockhopper exploration. Before I start, please remember that I do these videos just for fun as a hobby and always speak to a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decision. Rockhopper Exploration are an oil and gas exploration and production company with assets based around the Falkland Islands. I've actually done quite a lot of videos on Rockhopper. In the last one, I was worried about them not selling enough of their warrants and then running out of money. And then that's why I sold the Rockhopper that I had left. But that's quite a short one. The one before that, which was 3 months ago, went in a lot more detail. And then if you go back in time over the years, there's lots of really in-depth Rockhopper videos that go into all the background around how the Falkland Island resources were developed. However, on the 10th of January, they brought out an RNS explaining that they had actually sold 94% of their warrants, raising over 5 million. So I then spent the best part of a week going into their half-year results and all little tidbits of information I could find to try and calculate that, as we now knew they had their 5 million, were they going to have enough money left to last till the end of the year? Luckily, Rockhopper have saved you the 30-minute video that would have been by releasing this RNS on the 22nd of January. That was this Monday. And in that, they say that they have 8 million in the bank, US dollars, plus 2 million still coming in, what's left over from the warrants. So rather than the 6 million that I've calculated myself, we now know that they have 10 million left at the start of this year. So all of these concerns I had about them worrying out of money, all of those have now been put to bed. We also have the great news that it looks like they're going to monetize their arbitration award. And this should mean, if that goes ahead, that they'll get 15 million on completion of that contract signing, which they've said will be by June of this year. And the last date for the annulment outcome will be the fourth quarter this year in October, when we could then expect a further 65 million. But even if that isn't successful, they've still got enough money, it seems, to last them a couple of years when you add this monetization initial payment. Here's the actual monetization RNS actually. And they get paid one tranche on completion of 15 million euros. And then if it's successful, which would be, I think, October this year, they'll know by, then they'll get another 65 million. Plus more money possibly, but that will be over the very long time frame in which these legal experts who they've done the deal with would be getting that money out of the Italian government. So all of these financial worries seem to be de-risked for Rockhopper, and so I've decided to buy back in at what will be 2% of my overall portfolio value. In my last video, I talked about going in half now, half later, but I think I'm just going to go all in now with that 2% stake of my overall portfolio value. So really now for Rockhopper, they've kind of done all their part of the bargain. It's all now down to Navitas, and if Navitas achieve this final investment decision. Now, I just did a 30-minute video on Navitas Petroleum, and in that my conclusions are that they're actually doing really well as a company, but I kind of put it at 50-50 whether or not they'd be able to achieve this final investment decision. And actually, I'm kind of expecting their Shenandoah project to be successful, but that there'll be perhaps the Navitas final investment decision for Sea Lion might be a bit late and could even come in early 2025. That's just kind of my hunch. If you invest in Rockhopper, Rockhopper, you are placing a bet on that happening, certainly next year, if not this. In terms of risks for Rockhopper, the main one is the dropping oil price. If there was a significant drop in oil price, then it's kind of game over for Rockhopper. Well, I've been tracking the price of UK Brent, and actually it seems reasonably stable at the moment. There was a big drama at the beginning of the year, but it's still looking okay, really, when I look at the actuals here. And then as far as Navitas are concerned, we've got to think of interest rates, and where they are at the moment, it makes a deal less likely to happen, but perhaps possibly will happen, but maybe a bit late. If you look at my last video, if interest rates start going up, then that will be game over really as well. However, as far as Rockhopper are concerned, if they get completion on the monetization deal, it looks like they'll have money to last at least till the end of 2025. So, so that's de-risk things here for Rockhopper, and that's why I've gone back in. But you've got to remember, at the end of the day, the biggest risk is that if the Navitas final investment decision doesn't happen, then Rockhopper will be back in stormy grounds. I got some great comments on the Navitas Petroleum video I did, and in particular, thanks to Graham Bates, who points out that the 100 million in cash that they'll get if they get this monetization deal is actually more than their market cap. Now, their net assets are currently about 200 million. So the way I look at it is that if they get that 100 million, it should kind of increase their net assets by 33%. So presumably that would increase the share price by 33%. And interestingly, that would bring us up back to about where we were when they initially got awarded the cash, but before the Italian government tried to annul the award. So it's interesting how, that would bring us up to what you think from looking at their market cap. However, more importantly here is the market cap really is only a small proportion of the net assets. So when you consider the value that they would have coming in, would the final investment decision be achieved, they really are trading at a massive discount to that. So you do get asymmetrical bet going on with Rockhopper, which is why I think I was first attracted to them. Really, what's going to change the share price massively, more than anything to do with this award from the Italian government, is going to be that final investment decision. That's what's going to lead to the realization of all these assets and a serious increase in the share price. So thanks for watching, and good luck with your own investments.
I do videos like this one just for fun as a hobby. It's for entertainment purposes only. Always consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decision.